Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to name numbers within 1 million by building understanding of the place value chart and placement of commas for naming the base 1,000 units. So that's a very long goal for today, but I think we'll be able to achieve it. So you have to rewrite the following numbers, including commas where appropriate. So as we discussed and I'm going to go on down here to this place value chart, as we discussed, they group them together in threes. So down here, you would put your comma after 1, 2, 3, and then comma, because when you read it, you say thousands, and then all your thousands are going to be together, and you're going to be able to put a comma. So if you were going on to millions, after 10 millions and 100 millions, and you go to billions, you put a comma before you got to billions. Because when we read a number, then we say what that unit is behind it. So looking back up here at the top one, if we do that, we have 1, 2, 3, and then there should be a comma there. So I would rewrite this number as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come back 1, 2, 3, and put my comma. So it would be 1,234. Same thing goes here. You go 1, 2, 3, comma. And if you notice when Miss Haycraft writes her numbers, I always write my numbers. I don't try to put my comma in there as I'm writing the numbers. I wait until I go 1, 2, 3, and then I can read it. This would be read 12,345. Same thing goes here, 1, 2, 3, comma. So if I write this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I count back 1, 2, 3, comma, that means that this is 123,456. I don't say the word until I get to that comma. On this one, you have 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. So if I was to write that, I would put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then I would come back and go 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. The reason I say write the numbers, because some students will go 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, and then that's putting the commas in the wrong spot. So we always start on the right-hand side when we're dealing with numbers. This number would be read 1,234,567. The next one. Ooh, look at that large number. Okay, so I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 0, and we're going to repeat with 1. So I go 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. So this is my thousands, comma. This is my millions, comma. This is my billions, comma, with a B, billions. So I have 12,345,678,901. Now remember, when we're reading numbers, we try to keep the word "and" out of it, because "and" means a decimal. All right, so the next one, solve each expression, record your answer in standard form. Now remember, standard form, and I'm going to change markers because I want it to stand out. Standard form is just like you wrote it with numbers. That's all you have to do, is write it with numbers. So if I have 5 tens, that means I have 50 here. And plus 5 more tens, that means 50 plus 50. So if I have 50 plus 50, then I know I have 10 tens, or 100, and 100 is written in standard form. 300s, so 300s, 700s. There's 700s. So I have 10 hundreds. So I have 10 and then hundreds. Put my comma in it, and 10 hundredths is also, wait, did I say that right? Yes, I did. Something doesn't look right. My math sense is tingling. Ah, I've got too many zeros in there. That's the reason something went wrong. See, I have hundreds, and I have 10 hundredths, so it should be 1,000. 400,000, so 400,000, 600,000, 600,000. So if I'm dealing with thousands, I've got 1, 2, 3. Well, that's my thousands, but I've got 2 more zeros for my 10,000s, and then I've got 4 and 6 there that should be in my 10,000s. So now, if I'm correct, that's what it would be. So I'm going to double check myself. There's always more than one way to do math. So I'm going to come over here and go 600,000, because that's what 600,000 would look like. 400,000. So that's how that would look. And if I added, and I would have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 10. So 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, and we match. So this is the 1,000, this is the million, so it's 1 million. All right, so I have 8,000 plus 4,000. So that means that I would have 12 thousands. Remember, when you're doing math, there's always one more way to be able to do it, but the best way is to use good old common sense. And I know you get tired of hearing me say that in class, but that's something that everybody could use more of, including Miss Haycraft. Represent each add-in with the place value disk, so that's just the circles, in the place value chart, which they've already got finished here. Show the composition of the larger units. So composition is just going to be how you can add those together from 10 smaller units. Write the sum in standard form. So we have 4,000, so I'm going to put in my thousands place 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 thousands, so I've done that one correct. I have 11 hundredths. 1100, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1. And some of you say, well, Miss Haycraft saw a 10, so she automatically put them in a row of 10. And you're exactly right. That's exactly what I did. So, because I know if I bundle this group, I can move it this way and put one over here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 here. I have 1 left here because I bundled these and moved them over to my thousands. And I have 0 and 0. So I should have 5, 1, 0, 0, and then count back 1, 2, 3, 5,100. And if I was to write this, to do it another way, I would have 4,000. And that's 4,000, and then I have 1,100, so I'll put my hundreds down there, and then I put my 11 to be able to make 11 hundreds. Add those together, and it checks that I have 5,100. Now on the back, these are some different answers. We're still adding here, so you should be able to do this one. This one, you're writing the product. And when we see the word product, we think of multiplication. We think of multiplication. So we have 10 times 3,000. Well, we've done this before because we've had 3 here. And if we're multiplying by 10, that means I have groups of 10 going all the way down. But now I know that if I move it one place to the left, So if I move these 3 one place to the left, I'm multiplying by 10. So now I have 3 10,000s. So I can write the answer, 3 10,000s. And if you get a little bit confused, you can always put the 3 here and fill in your zeros to make sure you've got the correct amount of zeros there. Don't forget 1, 2, 3, comma, because you've got to say 30,000s. And the bottom one's going to be the same way, but you're just going to have 2 units that you're multiplying by 10. How many thousands are there in your answer? Well, here's my thousands, so this entire number is thousands. So there are 30,000s. I hope this helps.